Good day, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to introduce myself. I am Charity Mibi Sierra from BSed 2 Aristotelism. Language is the blood of the spirit. We cannot do without our own tongue without brutally mutilating our own individual consciousness without blood, said by the Spanish writer Miguel Onomano. And he was right. This candid quote demonstrates the integral and the vital connection between the language and the identity, something so obvious that it is often overlooked. Language defines how ones view the world, how they form their thoughts, with whom they identify, and what worlds are open to them. It is a precious, invaluable resource that it is sought after by many people in number of schools and institutions, an invaluable asset. Today, I am going to talk about the importance of maintaining the heritage language, as I choose this as the most effective program of bilingual education here in the community of Talisay City, Cebu. Maintaining your first language is critical to your identity and contributes to a positive self-concept. According to the Intercultural Development Research Association, or the IDRA, continuing to study your mother tongue after childhood helps you to learn how to value your culture and heritage. For parents, keeping your first language alive at home teaches children to take pride in their culture and roots. People here in the Talisay City, Cebu speak Cebuano or Sinubuanong Binisaya as their heritage language and use it as their medium of instruction. Maintaining the heritage language strengthens and reinforces bonds with the heritage community and leads to a greater overall connectedness to the family and friends who also speak the language. To read and understand a simple text is one of the most fundamental skills a child can learn. Evidence indicates that learning to read both early and at a sufficient rate are essential for learning to read well and consequently understanding what is read. The government of the Philippines has placed a high priority on improving literacy and is currently undertaking comprehensive reform initiatives including curricular reforms and implementation of a mother tongue-based multilingual education or the MTB-MLE program. A common question, how important it is that students maintain their heritage language? By critically reviewing the existing literature relating to the subject. In this situation, we will try to figure it out. The Talisay City adopted and implemented mother tongue-based multilingual education as medium of instruction for the elementary, specifically grade 1 to 3. So what do we mean MTB-MLE? So it means any form of schooling that makes use of the language or languages that children are most familiar with. This is usually the language that children speak at home with their family. In today's generation, children mostly speak English rather than their first language. And it is very alarming. Why? Because it might be the reason why children were not fluent to speak their first language. I observed that majority of the children in Talisay City were not fluent to speak Cebuano or Sinubuanong Binisaya. For some reason, they can't fully understand words in Cebuano or Sinubuanong Binisaya language, and I'm one of them. I cannot clearly understand Cebuano or Sinubuanong Binisaya words, especially those deep words. I know not all of us knows that the words that we speak in Cebuano or or Cebuanong Binisaya is not really Cebuano or Cebuanong Bisaya. For example, pero. Pero is not a Cebuano or Cebuanong Binisaya. Eventually, it is a Spanish language. Some of the words that we speak is coming from the foreign countries due to the colonization. You wonder, majority of the children learn first, second language than the first language. Am I right? It is because of the influence of globalization and makes children use different languages, not their first language. By implementing this program, it helps the children to know first their mother tongue than the second language and to develop their speaking, reading, and writing. According to a teacher from Davao City, who uses regional languages, makes the teacher comfortable in the thorough explanation of their lessons. It also helps both teachers and students gain a broader understanding of the lessons since they are exemplified using MTB-MLE. She also mentioned that children are given opportunity to become more oriented in their native language. They can share and express their thoughts at a young age during a lessons discussion. Additionally, research showed that education in the mother tongue is a key factor for inclusion and quality learning, and it also improves learning outcomes and academic performances. This is crucial especially in primary school to avoid knowledge gap and increase the speed of learning and comprehension. And most importantly, multilingual education based on the mother tongue empowers all learners to fully take part in society. It fosters mutual understanding and respect for one another and helps preserve the wealth of cultural and traditional heritage that is embedded in every language around the world. To conclude, heritage language is critical to the psychological, cognitive, linguistic, social, and academic success of learners. Far from interfering with acquisition of first language, research has shown that heritage language maintenance actually benefits and furthers students' language proficiency. Politically and legally speaking, it is a matter of social justice. Heritage language competency is a right and an asset that should by no means be taken away from the students. In an increasingly globalized and diverse society, maintaining the heritage language of Cebuano or Sinubuanong Binesaya learners in the Talisay City, the school system is a simple economical solution to the growing need for the bilingual citizens, while fostering a more positive societal attitude towards bilingualism is a tremendous undertaking. Assisting students in maintaining their heritage language is absolutely attainable. It begins with individuals as most social change thus. Educators, people, community members, and students who take the necessary step to create an environment that promotes heritage language maintenance will benefit and enrich students, schools, families, communities, and the nation as a whole. Furthermore, MTB-MLE program also bridge the gap between culture at home and the one at school and in mainstream society. They not only improve learning, they also broaden outlooks, increase tolerance, and foster a respect for cultural diversity. That's all. Thank you.